Hi there folks, today we're going to be looking at O'Keeffe's Working Hands Hand Cream. This is for dry hands, cracking and splitting. It's a concentrated hand cream that helps heal, relieve, and repair extremely dry and cracked hands. It helps create a protective layer on the surface of your skin that will boost the moisture in that skin and help prevent further moisture loss, which is really what causes that cracking and that dryness in the first place, which if you've ever experienced due to working with your hands or wintertime, you live in climates where it gets extremely cold and dry, you know how painful that can be. I come from a line of people who work with their hands, both carpentry, farming. Grandpa used to have really bad dry split hands when he would milk cows and goats and various other things. When he was handling the chickens, because you're outside, you're constantly working with your hands. You're using them, they're getting rough, they're getting dry. And then, dry, rough hands aren't necessarily a bad thing, but when they start to crack and split, that's when it becomes painful, and you really don't want to deal with that. Again, if you're working with your hands, because then it just makes it harder and harder. Now, in a more modern time, dealing with a lot of people washing their hands as they should be, especially during cold and flu season, you tend to wash them a lot. It can lead to extreme dryness of the skin, cracking, peeling, and pain. One of the reasons why my wife got this for me, well over 6-8 months ago. There were a lot of people at my work that were sick, so I was constantly washing my hands to try to make sure that I wouldn't catch anything, bring it home, because who wants to be sick? Nobody wants to be sick. So my hands were just getting drier and cracking. You would see along the knuckles here especially, they would break and get red. Now that we're kind of outside cold and flu season, it's not so bad, but in the summertime, it still gets dry and you still gotta wash your hands. And that can be tough. One of the great things about this product is that it is safe for people with diabetes, as skin issues can be prevalent with that. It's really good to know that ahead of time. Now, one of the great things about it is that you really don't need a lot of the product. In fact, as they say on the back, a little goes a long way. And they tell you to apply it sparingly. They're not trying to get you to go through it faster and faster to sell more. This product is unconditionally guaranteed, and it is made in the USA, and it is made in a recyclable container. So there's a lot of really good feels, as they say today, about this product for anybody in any working environment, as long, if your hands get dry. So the way it works is it helps rebalance the moisture levels in your skin as well as the pH balance. The pH balance is important because if your skin is whether it's too basic or too acidic, it breaks down the barrier and allows the moisture from your skin to evaporate faster, thus drying out your skin, causing cracking, and those cracks lead to more moisture loss, and it's like a house falling down. It's just you need to repair the foundation. It also helps draw moisture to the skin as part of its healing process, which is really, really wonderful. So I'm gonna go ahead and open this up, and you're gonna see what the product looks like. It comes, like I said, it's this really fun kind of green plastic jar. It's got this nice rubberized lid, which makes gripping a lot easier because this stuff can get very, very slippery. The way I like to apply it is I will take my ring finger and I'll just do a quick dab around the edge, because it's a waxy, it's almost like a beeswax type of consistency where it goes from solid to more workable and viscous fairly quickly just from your body heat. So I'll take a dab about so, and what I'll do is I will just start to put it in the places where I have the cracks and the breaks. Now, one of the things you have, and just kind of rub it in like that. One of the things you have to realize, though, is that when you do have skin cracks and breaks, it will sting. That's an unfortunate side effect of the moisturization process and one of the problems with the cracks in the first place. They do advise you that if the stinging persists or feels very extreme, to stop use of the product. You might have something that is beyond the scope of this cream. You might need to go see a dermatologist at that point. But like I said, it's really easy. It feels really great on the skin. It's really nice to get in there. Now, one of the reasons why I use my ring finger is that way when I have to close the jar, I don't have to get it all over the edge of the lid. See, it's nice and dry and it doesn't get slippery and I'm not wasting product. And what I'll do oftentimes is I'll use after I do my left hand with my right ring finger, I'll use my left ring finger, apply it to my right hand, and then just take the two and rub them together like so. That way I'm not necessarily getting it all over the base of my fingers and I can still kind of do things. Although once that's sort of rubbed in, and you can see how quickly it absorbs, it's really great. Once that's rubbed in, I can just finish off like that, and boom, good as new. It doesn't feel greasy, it doesn't feel oily, and it's really, really great. You kind of want to do this multiple times during the day, but if you find you don't have time, I would recommend putting on a good amount at night, and even possibly wearing cotton gloves to help your hands soak in the cream. That's usually you'll get the most time with it, it'll absorb the most, and that's when your hands really need it. But as you can see, nice, shiny, smooth, it really gets in there. And the lack of the greasy, oily feeling I get with other moisturizers is really, really nice, because I want to be able to touch things after I moisturize. I don't want to feel like I have to wash my hands. Anyway, here's the O'Keeffe's Working Hands. I would give it, honestly, I'm going to give it a 5 out of 5. It's one of the better moisturizers for really extreme dryness and cracking. But hey, check it out for yourself. I hope you enjoy the product as much as I do. Thanks!